You duh, yeah, you duh. You down with A.I.P? Yeah, you know me. Anything is possible to create. The key on the mic, I'm the truth, no fantasy. Podcast flow, old school vibe guaranteed. A.I.P, every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than a philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. Jumped on the beat like a classic cassette. Late night talk, the vibe you won't forget. Dropping wisdom gems, the grind is set. Every story told, ain't no limits met. You open the mind, the world opens wide. On this podcast, real thoughts collide. From the cooks in the kitchen to the suits we chide. Dreams get bigger when the truth's applied. Sip on success like it's poured in a mug. Real talk, no BS, no need for a shrug. In your ear like an anthem, snug as a hug. Tune in, feel the buzz, plug after plug. A.I.P, every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than a philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. A.I.P, every listener knows. Breaking barriers, smashing the foes. Convos deeper than a philosopher's prose. We planting seeds, watch how it grows. 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 Rare. Deep in the swamp where the secrets lay thick. Whispers in the shadows, they hit like a brick. Talking with the moon, got the stars in a twist. Truth or illusion, the facts get dismissed. Talking with conspiracy, whispers in the air. Truth in the trenches, but who really care? From the dirty south where the legends get made. Stories in the dark, watch the shadows parade. Slick tongues spin tales like a spider on a thread. Hood prophets preach knowledge while the streets stay fed. Voices echo deep where the rivers don't flow. Lost truths buried under where the cold winds blow. Heavy bass thump, got the block hypnotized. Mysteries unfold under blood-red skies. Voices in the static, they creep through the scene. Street sermons spill truths, but they cut like a guillotine. Talking with conspiracy, whispers in the air. Truth in the trenches, but who really care? From the dirty south where the legends get made. Stories in the dark, watch the shadows parade.
All you ever hear about in this country is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Keep it home, baby. I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Welcome everybody back to the A.I.P channel and
I love that movie. Like, that is one of my favorite, you know, he wasn't the greatest actor in the world, but man, his movies sure were comical.
That was great. It really was. This one got a old Roddy. Rest in peace, old Roddy right. Piper, baby. But I appreciate should have a fun one tonight. I see we got the chat rolling on there. We got Mr. Duffy here as local Squatch. That would be cool. Appreciate Yeah, that's Jamie's superhero costumes back there. He's got to fight crime here in Memphis, and we got Wildlife and Mr. James, Mr. Paranormal Expert, Salcedo Paranormal, and Space Kitty and Wally's World. We got Sweets. We got Hiker. Raz is in the house. Let's see. Where's my other mic? There we go. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a little fun and see how it goes and everything.
Yeah. Let's try not to get, exercised from any of those other sites tonight. Let's keep our stream up. Keep it running.
Yeah, for sure. When I first tried to do that clip, I had that little audio. I had it too long, so I had the whole thing, and it was messing up on me. It was trademark. What the fuck? Get out of here. Then I shortened it down just to that, and I guess it's just enough where it won't work. It won't kick me in. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. If it does, it does. It'll be all right. It didn't kick us, but it just give me 37 copyrights after the show's over with. But that's worth it. Having that on there is worth it. Crazy world we got right now. We got Ma'am Dottie wins New York. Surprisingly.
Kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Did you see the graph that breaks down his base by time in New York? Like the demographic that voted for him overwhelmingly were people that had been in New York City for less than 5 years.
I did see that.
That's your big immigrant population there that have
That and
gotten their citizenships one way or another, or,
and
I
just
don't
a
know,
bunch
bro.
of wannabe freeloaders. What's up, Bat? What's up, Bat? What's up, Wally? Dave, internet trouble. He's supposed to be back next week, so we'll have Brother Dave with good internet next week. So
Good internet.
no alien sounding Dave no more, and which I'm looking forward to, because usually when he's on a rumble, man, he's got some good fire. He wants to spit, and damn internet goes, wow.
Right.
So,
It's Mississippi, bro.
don't tread on Bean Coffee. Y'all go check out Don't Tread on Bean Coffee. Pick up a sack.
Oh, Bat's
Get you some
throwing
coffee.
hearts.
Oh,
So
yeah.
sweet.
That's for Bat.
Trying to get all my stuff pulled up. I was here early and then late setting shit up. Figure that out.
I was sitting here, and then I was like, man, I didn't get my laptop hooked up, because I took it with me to the trip for the fights and stuff, so I have it with me, and I was like, damn, I got to get all that shit set up. I almost forgot, but
Right.
I did see, what was his damn name? I thought I have it right here on my trending.
Thank you. Ricky, while you're looking for that, let me just ramble about life. I'm mad.
You're mad. All right.
I'm
Yeah,
mad. I'm a
ramble.
little angry at myself right now. I'm 241 pounds as of yesterday. Now,
Oh, shoot.
it's disappointing, bro. Like, I found out that also adults should not eat an entire bag of chocolate pieces, like
The
like
Reese's
chocolate
Pieces?
chips. No,
Oh.
like what brand chocolate is that? Ghirardelli? Ghirardelli?
Oh,
The
yeah, that's some
Ghirardelli
rich
bag of
stuff.
chocolate. I ate half the bag of chocolate chips. Then, but wait, there's more. I ate half the bag of the white chocolate chips. Bro, I
Trying
woke up
to
at 2 a.m. hating my fucking life, Ricky Pike.
trying to die.
And then at one point, I will tell you, there is a Google search on my phone. Does chocolate poisoning apply to human adults? Human men, like the Homo sapien. Like, will it take us out? I had to Google it. So yeah,
There's a lot of chocolate.
Children, things you don't do right before you turn 50 years old, um, or ever, ever. I did once eat. Listen, just to prove a point to my dad. Actually, my mom. It was my mom. My mom made a comment one day about me and a box of oatmeal cream pies. So I sat down with 2 glasses of milk and a box of oatmeal cream pies and finished that shit in less than like 75 seconds. No, fuck no, I didn't puke my guts out. I had a stomach of iron back then.
Oh yeah, not that fast, but I put down a box of oatmeal cream pies and in a day for sure. While I was at work. Nah,
Dude, I gained 20 pounds in 2 weeks. 20 pounds in 2 weeks. I let the Dr. Pepper go for 2 fucking weeks.
And you gained weight because you let the Dr. Pepper go?
No, like I wasn't drinking it, and then I fell off the wagon, and the whole barrel hit
Oh,
me in the face. Bro, I've been drinking like 4 a day.
I took a case with me to the up there and
Like the case wouldn't have even made it with me. I'd have drank the entire fucking thing on the road trip.
well, I was lucky because part of it was behind me, so all I had was my cooler, my little lunchbox cooler, and a little sack. So I had those with me up front, and then we fucked that whole thing up this weekend. So
Nice.
up in Milwaukee, that's a
Milwaukee.
dead little town. That's a big little town. Like there's nowhere to eat after 1 o'clock in the damn morning, or not even that late really. The casino closes everything at 1, and then you're like, well, hell, we'll get some IHOP or something like that. IHOP closes at fucking 11. I'm like, what in the kind of
What?
backwards fucking town is this? We found one McDonald's that was open, and we had to drive past 3 to get to it. It just had one, but not all of them were 24. It was just crazy.
Dude.
I don't know, but
It's nuts, bro. I was driving out of Pittsburgh. I flew into Pittsburgh and I was headed to Wheeling, West Virginia, of all places. And you leave Pittsburgh Airport and you're driving in the fucking trees for a minute, and out of nowhere, you're in a river valley gorge running this highway along a river at a mountain ledge, right? And once you get into West Virginia, it's like time just stopped in 1972. You know what I mean? Like all the infrastructure of whatever businesses, factories that were run along that river are all rusted, you know, dilapidated. The world is falling apart. You know, yeah, like it's sad. You know, some of these places are just.
here's a while. Of course, Chicago almost got ran over going through it. But it was pretty funny though. It was funny at the same time because it was they had I was always in the left lane and everything, and the lane was it wasn't the left lane, but they were cutting off. That's right, it was shrinking up or whatever. So I was where I needed to be, and because the far left lane was going away. Man, all of a sudden this car started hauling ass, gonna come around me, and another car, and the other car right behind me said, "Nope, not today, buddy," and swerved.
Uh-oh.
And almost put him in the wall. My eyes got big. I was like, Dave, we almost
bad
died right
spot.
there. Yeah,
Right.
they would have shoved it. If he hit, he would have shoved right into me, and then it sure enough would have been terrible. But luckily, the other car had good
What was
brakes.
what was the population up there? Like being
It's
on the interstate?
500,000. Something like that.
Was it? No, I'm saying aggressive, like everybody in Memphis, like driving
Oh,
like
how was it?
maniacs. Like,
They're funny. They're kind of funny up there. Like there's a lot of dry ass fucking people up there.
right.
You know, you say something, and well, you know how me and Dave are. We're kind of silly and saying silly shit, and then you say something, and they're like looking at you like you've got 3 heads or some shit like that.
Real liberal
And
environment.
then you get the other people who are cool and joking along, and it was really really cool, But yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Snooks? And what's up, Carl? Glad y'all made it. But yeah, we got the We'll get into the mayor stuff here. Let me share this video real quick. I think you'll like it. It might be AI.
Right.
It might.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want no friggin' part of it. New York, New York. These Hugo Boss shoes are longing to stray and take an Uber to LaGuardia, Ta-ta, New York. I want to wake up in a city that's safe and free, without that slick jive-ass mayor, Comrade Mamdani. It's clear that Gen Z knows no history, just DEI and woke philosophy. Imagine North Korea with a dash of Sharia. That's what you got. New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that feels like home, and not with defunded police, migrants galore, man-dummy run grocery stores. Thinks he's a genius, LC with a penis. It's time to stick a fork in it. New York, you're done. Soon the tax base will be gone to Boca Raton, while Jaime Town becomes Commie Town. Should have elected the hack instead of the quack. Rest in peace, New York, Commie Town. New York, Commie Town.
That's a hit right there.
Commie Town.
Bro, speaking of AI video, have you seen the mini men hang on, the 50 Cent mini men AI video where they're singing like here, I'm gonna play this for you if you don't mind. This is so fucking gangster, bro. These guys like this AI is.
AI is crazy.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's been really going on. Mini Man AI. Here it is, dude. This is so gangster.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my dog and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my come on. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. better watch how you talk. When you talk about me, 'cause I'll come and take your life away. Many man, many, 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 many man wish death upon me. Lord, I don't cry.
It's wild, man. I've been watching a lot. It's got my algorithm with a lot of those videos from back in like blue. It's either blues or R&B from the '60s or '50s or something. It's pretty. Some of them are pretty good in there. They really are. They're taking new, even like '90s alternative songs and making them R&B from the '60s and stuff. Man, it sounds pretty cool.
Okay,
It does really
but
well.
let me ask you this. Granted, that's all awesome. It captures the mind. It makes you just think about all the possibilities. But what I immediately think about is I know that technology is 30 years behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we know that technology for everything that they're giving us right now has already been perfected, 20 to 30 years ago, what were they doing back then? To manipulate people through media, through, like, come on, man.
No, yeah. But between that and drone technology and all that kind of stuff, like I said, it makes me, makes a whole new look for me on 9/11 because you could actually cover some of that stuff up. Like if they had that technology then that we know where we got now, where we can make stuff look like, like Spider-Man Far From Home, where they're making all kinds of crazy stuff and with those drones. They could do it, and now they for sure can see it do it. I think I even got a cool video. Speaking of drones, let's see, where is it at? It should be in my Tekka. If I saved it, yup. Check this out. You want to talk about drones and crazy technology? We're gonna be ADD to dog shit tonight. We're all
Bro, that is A-okay.
It'll be all right.
I think so. I think that's when we have the most fun.
I'm probably gonna get popped on the music, but look at that. Look at that. That's drones.
Right. Yeah.
Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. What's up, Daryl? Appreciate you popping in today. That is incredible. It was 16,000 AI-powered drones flying together at the same time.
That's crazy, bro.
Absolutely crazy. But to get back to New York.
Yeah, I wonder what the timeline is for people bailing on New York. You know what I mean? Like, how soon does the exodus start?
I think it's starting now. I got a video guy said he's heading to North Carolina, and the fire chief's already resigned. So it's
Wow, really?
yeah. The fire chiefs are he's already resigned. He's already put in his 2 weeks notice or whatever. Yeah, it's they're already talking about. He's already talking about defunding police, and they but look at our buddy right here, our new friend,
Thank you. Last night, good morning, New York City. Thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government, and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, that son of a bitch. He's already looking for
Bro, like,
you haven't even been, you're not even in office yet. But I don't know. You're looking at a whole new. If he gets to do what he wants to do, of course, the governor's already said they're going to not sign off on some of the tax, correct?
right.
Raising taxes and all that stuff. So a lot of stuff, what he's really saying is not going to be even to go through what they're talking. A lot of people are talking about. We'll wait and see. I seen something talking about the government run grocery stores. They're gonna have to leave out alcohol and cigarettes and gambling. No scratch offs
In the grocery store?
Yeah, because Islam doesn't allow that kind of thing. So,
Well, I kind of am digging that. Why is the grocery store selling scratch offs? You're in there with your kids, you're watching your mom and dad piss away their inheritance while they're buying up $150 in scratch cards. Yeah, no,
yeah,
no,
imagine you are there.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, on that part, but I can see people bucking and just going somewhere else and using regular stores, whatever. But of course, you're going to have a whole influx of people that would have, people coming in and just wanting free shit. Like, hey, we're going to go here, we're going to get free stuff, we're going to get free this, we're going to get free that. And it's one of the things is you're going to have to be careful what you ask for, and just like right now, like I've seen, a lot of people, make up this, if you want government free shit, free food, free all this other stuff, what happens like right now where they cut off EBT? It's the same
Well,
thing.
apparently some judge said, no, you got to fund everybody. So, I don't know if that's happening or not, but in my opinion, listen, I don't know if you saw that graph of people that are currently receiving those benefits. Americans,
see
oh
it.
my God, dude, like we're a very small number in that.
Yeah, actual
that program.
People talk about this and that, and then now we're looking at it like maybe combine actual American systems are not even getting 50% of all the money they're spending.
Right.
The rest of it is, bunch of like the refugees and stuff like that they brought in, and it's amazing. It's sad. It's like, because the one thing it irks me is we have people that need it and need to have that helping hand, and they can't even get it. They can't even get their damn helping hand because all these other people are getting it that don't deserve it and don't
Right.
even try. I agree that Daryl, he is another puppet. He just like oh Zelensky. They both didn't do shit beforehand. Both of them had like a half-ass music career kind of thing or something like that, and then
They're
they got shoved.
actors. They're all
Yeah,
actors, bro.
that's it. They're actors, and they got used.
Trudeau, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they're, and it's kind of, I think it's showing more and more the world of how things are. Like they get these people, these actors, and they're gonna push them up there, and he was, Mandami was heavily funded. Hey, but did you see he had the ISIS thumbs up, approval. He had a letter from ISIS approving, hey, this is a good candidate. So
right.
that should be right there. Should be a plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick Cheney
I
decided
just,
he gonna go on to hell before
oh,
he
bro,
saw New
he
York
figured now's
fall.
the good. It's the getting is good right now. You know what I mean? He figured he better get out. So I don't know, man. It's a shame that that man was never held accountable for the shit that these guys have done wrong. You know what I mean? When you look at the Bush administration, and you wonder, was Dick Cheney really the person that was running it all?
Well, got very very rich off of it. We'll say that.
Right. Oh yeah, they
Well,
all
no.
did. Condoleezza Rice.
Mm-hmm.
They all made their money in Halliburton, KBR, and I believe BlackRock.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's share this video real quick. This is the one I was talking about. Like, who's going to actually move? This guy has some good points, I think. Let me turn the volume up this time.
So now that Mamdani won New York City mayoral race, here's a question I got for you. Who do you think's moving to New York City? Who's actually moving? Not forget about the people that are moving out. Or 756,000 families are definitely thinking about moving out of New York City. No. Who's moving to New York City? You may say nobody. You're wrong. A lot of people will. But you know what type of people? Let's go through it together. You think job creators are moving to New York City? Probably not. You think investors are moving to New York City? Probably not. You think families who want safety for their kids and the criminals to be kept into prison are going to be going to New York City? No. You think people that are pro Second Amendment, safety, low taxes are going to be moving to New York City? No. But who will be moving to New York City? If you're a criminal, it's a great time to move to New York City. Think about it. He wants to let people out of prison. Guess what? I'm not telling you to move there, but it's a great policy. If you're somebody that doesn't want to work at all and you just want entitlement programs, this is a massive opportunity to move to New York City. Massive opportunity to move to New York City. If you're an illegal immigrant, are you kidding me? Like, this is heaven for you. He will protect you. Move to New York City. He will protect you. He's for you. So I think New York City is about to have a net migration increase, not decrease. Everyone's thinking they're going to lose people. They're not going to lose people. It's about to increase. Let me tell you what type of people are going to move there. All of those people we just talked about. FYI, I'm Armenian and a Syrian. You know when Armenians left Iran or Lebanon or Armenia, where they moved to? Glendale. And we all moved because we felt safer there. You know what type of people are going to move to New York City? People who are democratic socialists, people who are Muslims. I would feel safe there if he's the mayor. And people who are wanting entitlement programs. This guy's been raised by a rich family. Mom made money, dad's made money, and entitled. It's kind of cool. So guess what? To all the criminals, those who want entitlement programs, and illegal immigrants, you officially have a great city to move to. It's called New York City.
He makes some good points.
I'm just saying. Seems like a great place to hang out.
Even on the
Man, you
subways, they're
think,
nice and quiet. Look at this
bro,
blue-haired dude.
like, makes you just wonder what's really going on. Like, what's the real agenda?
And it feels
Do you
like
just
I'm at a
want it to?
wake. People are shocked. And this is not Cuomo supporters. This is New York cross section.
I've never seen a subway video of New York and that being loud and fucking chaos. And
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting for a few years. And is he? The bad thing is for New York, if a lot of those people do leave, and you do have an influx of, matters there's anything left in New York when it's all said and done. But, um, then you won't be able to vote them back out. You're going to have the people in there to vote them out. But if they turn around and, flood the city
Right.
with the people that's going to support him, it's going to make it very hard. You're going to be sitting here and New York's going to be like London right now. It's, and I was listening to somebody, I was listening to them talking about it and everything. And it was kind of, and I wonder, because we know how many things are going on. We know how much stuff is going on and how much is a show. It's like a soap opera we're watching, Is this the goal for them to do it anyway? For they can create this division, and we got the footage of of UK and all that stuff like that, and to cause a division of and a possible people keep throwing the term out of another civil war right there. I don't think we're going to have to that point, but it's going to be some sure enough chaos building. I don't know. They can use this kind of stuff. I'm kind of in the boat. Watch out, Shadow. Say hi, Shadow. Bye, Shadow. Maybe even with the EBT stuff right there, we're shutting down right there. It's if I have my prediction, it's going to go past the 60 days so they can get rid of a bunch of programs. It's all intentional. I don't care about the people. And, it's a potential if people start getting rowdy because of food, they're going to hit that martial law and lock these sumbers down. They already got the National Guard and a bunch of the major
Spread
cities.
out, yeah.
They're already there. They don't have to bring them in. They're there. They're ready.
Right.
And they're just cleaning detail and help beautify the city. They are putting pieces on the chessboard right now and locking stuff in. I don't know. It's the way it looks. When you look at it, when you take them 2 steps back and look at the big picture, it really does look like that. I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. For the love of God, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to see none of that kind of stuff, But yeah, when we were this last weekend, I had a bunch of chaos and stuff like that. I had people message me like, "Hey, you don't need to go to Chicago tonight." I wasn't planning on going to Chicago tonight.
Let's go take the camera and see what's happening.
Yeah. I forgot my GoPro. If I had brought my GoPro, maybe we could kind of gone down there. Went live and started driving around. Look at this crazy shit. I know.
Chicago, I've been there a couple times. The Magnificent Mile, I can't remember the name of the street, but it's where all the high-end stores are down on the lakefront. I've been down there a few times. I've never seen anything too, not just random, regular bullshit. You know what I mean?
Me too.
But I've seen videos where these hordes of teenagers get together and they go through and they ransack these stores. And That's where all the high-end stores are. Your Louis Vuitton, your Prada, you know, and you know what was happening in Memphis too. Last year I remember listening to the Scanner on a regular basis, and you'd hear about reports of groups of cars that were going out and doing smash and grabs in businesses. They'd back a truck or a van into a storefront or hook chains up to the metal and pull it out, and go in and rob these things, and they got 12 people in 4 cars. It's quick smash and grab, and things like that are happening all over the U.S. It's not just Memphis, but I will tell you that it's every predominant large city, small town America just doesn't have that shit going on,
No,
yeah,
you don't have that kind of stuff, and like you get into these outside towns and stuff like that, and these little towns, they're gonna lock that shit down. They ain't gonna allow that stuff happen in their little towns, and 'cause they want that kind of crazy stuff,
right.
Of course, the bigger cities, they got they got to deal with a lot of people, and there's a lot of stuff they just overlook, and just because it's overwhelming, or they get hands tied. Like Memphis was, a lot of the officers were hands tied for a long time. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they were
they
free
weren't
before they
allowed to
even
do
booked.
anything.
Yeah, they were free before they were really even booked. Like hell, just let them go.
Right.
No big deal. They got a misdemeanor. As long as did they shoot at anybody? No, you're okay. Just let them go. Let them back out there.
Right.
No big deal. It's wild. It really is wild.
It's truly like, I make the joke and I'm like, it's like Mad Max, and they're like, oh, it's not that bad. I'm like, bro, you see these cars riding around town, missing entire front ends, missing entire back ends, and these are
Mm-hmm.
cars that are caught up in these intersections where they're doing donut and freeway takeovers and shit, and this is happening, 10 o'clock at night, where these dudes are shutting down the fucking interstate so they can do donuts on the interstate.
No, absolutely. I've seen a bunch of them when I do decide to drive through there. I try not to drive through there a whole lot, unless I have to. But yeah, it's wild, and that's happening in every major city around the nation. That's the chaos and the people just not giving a shit, and part of it is just the mentality. People just don't care. People think they're entitled to whatever and everything.
Right. The victim mentality, it's
On all across
everybody
the
needs to
boards.
blame
It ain't,
something.
yeah, it ain't just it's across the boards on race, creed, sexuality now. Like that guy that was in the Gold's Gym. I'm sure you've seen
Bro,
that.
what the fuck?
He was sitting there, and a woman, that lesbian woman, called him out. She was raising
Boy,
10 guys of hell. She was trying to. I'm surprised she just didn't swing on him. I was waiting on that.
man,
But
let
but
these
I'm
women fucking tell it. You put these people, these people. Sorry, whew.
yeah,
It just it
they
makes
had
me
it. They
mad.
had he
Like
he went on TMZ, and if somebody gets mad at me because I called him he, yeah, it is
no,
what it
this
is.
is a
But
dude portraying himself as a female. So
and
call it
but
what it
it's
is.
he turned around and was like talking about it, and he was like, well, look, even the guys on TMZ, what you call it, lawyer dude, shit, I can't think of his name, that owns TMZ, where he's talking about, he's like, well, he was trying to even bet, like, well, look, so what do you gotta, you got somebody part of the whole community, is the one that is actually fussing about it. She's a lesbian woman here, so that's part of the whole alphabet community is fussing about this. And he was like, he said, well, can't you understand, like, hey, if you haven't transitioned, you still have your parts, and you're over here, changing in front of these women, they don't want to see that. Especially, I guess if they're lesbian, they really don't want to see that. And he's like, And he's like, can't you see that? Even a look on that? He's like, well, not really. I don't. I just feel entitled that I should be able to because I am a woman and I just should be able to go wherever I want to. But I have been kicked out of several gyms because of this, so it's like crazy.
You know, in his argument, when he steps up to a judge in a courtroom to have that argument, is all based off civil rights. You know, in the Charlie Kirk argument about getting rid of the Civil Rights Act and redoing it, um, he caught a lot of heat for, but it was nothing to try to take away from Black America as much as it was to simplify it to a single page document that said, hey, Black Americans are protected against discrimination. And it cuts out all this other bullshit because the argument that you're violating my civil rights because I'm a woman, man, psycho, shut up. Okay, Klinger. I'm just going to call all of them Klinger.
Well, I heard somebody
for
talking
those
about
that don't
tonight.
know, Klinger is the guy trying to get out of the army in MASH who dresses up as a woman and lives his life as a woman trying to get Article 13 out the army. You know.
Yeah. I know, and I heard I heard somebody talking about it, and is possible, and I wonder because we have so many actors and we have so much stuff going around. I wonder some of the stuff is not a psyop and is helping for that division because they're dividing us everywhere. Like, okay, look, we got all these transgenders shooting all these people, so that's pushing out there, making sure that they, or they're tied to, or they're dating, or anything. There's some kind of connection there. So they're pushing that, make sure we know that kind of thing. And so they're dividing that division there on top of, is this any way they can? Okay, the racial, and well, we can maybe hop that up a little bit, but let's use this, and they're dividing this, but yeah, I don't. It shouldn't, I agree with some. If they want to do that, whatever you want to do in your own hometown, but, in your own home is whatever you want to do in your own home. But, you're affecting other people that's like in bathrooms and, maybe they should have their own bathroom or just have a single stalled bathroom. You're just going to have to wait your fucking turn, Yeah, hell.
Wait your fucking turn. Yeah.
It's so much. That's true, Carl. Gyms are places where people can pose and virtue signal. They do a lot of that shit. I've seen women talking about, hell, people just, hey, he looking at me, and hell, it was one of the people that worked there, and shit, she got kicked and her damn thing got revoked where she couldn't come back anymore because she was just being a bitch. It's
people, dude. Watching people lose their fucking shit.
I go to the
grocery
gym
stores
at
are
midnight and 10:30 and 11. I mean, I swear, I go after gym, after training, and rolling and jujitsu and MMA, and then I go to the gym workout because there's very few people. I don't like dealing with the people with the, because there's somebody always on the machine you want to work on, or there's just a bunch of damn people, and then. I mean, you get the people with the fucking cameras and shit. And I'm, get out of here with your fucking camera,
Right.
I mean, I understand want to show and train and everything, but it's like, what you're doing, but come on. Don't be, in the damn way. Well, other people trying to get, hey, people got a short amount of time to be able to train and get some damn work in. Nobody has fucking 2-3 hours or whatever. Some people only got 15, 20, 30 minutes, so let them get their 30 minutes in and get out of there. People in the fucking way and shit, but. Hey, Jason, yeah, that is funny. That is funny on them videos. Speaking of funny videos, we're going to segue right here. This man right here said he is leaving Texas, and he's going to explain to you why he's leaving Texas.
Oh, this guy.
It might be satire.
Hi guys, comedian actor Tyler Fisher here, and I just made the decision. I am moving back to New York City. I've been in Texas for a year, and I'm I have to be there for Mom Donnie. I just do. I know a lot of people will be surprised by this, but like, dude, I'm so sick of living in Texas where I don't even pay state income tax. Think about that. So I have to like find things to do with my money. Like this is my third coffee of the day. I'm going to buy a paddleboard. I'm hiking, new shoes. And it's like, I'm just done with it. I have to give up 52% of my income. I have a car, which is like, it's so toxic cis white male of me. You know what I mean? And they're charging money to take buses here, charging money. So what do homeless people do if they want to go on there and sleep and piss and shit and stab somebody? They have to go and fundraise to get on a bus? Like, what the fuck? So I'm just going to get back there and get back to the Gays for Palestine protests.
Even the bikers aren't assholes.
And like, nobody has assaulted me today. I'm sitting here, literally. I call me a racist, toxic, cis white male. What am I doing? America's to be abused and live in a tiny studio apartment and welcome illegal migrants into your space. I'm going to have probably 10 living with me, sharing a bed, because I care. And my dating life here is amazing. Like, women, they like when I take charge. They like when I lead. They're nice. They're feminine. Barf, gag me.
I prefer a woman with a shaved head, hate cats, who hates men, the patriarchy, but still wants me to pay the bill.
And what if I get attacked right now? What am I supposed to call the racist cops? No. Mom Donnie's going to have therapists come and talk out the problems. Hey, excuse me, why did you just shoot that guy in the face? Maybe it's a childhood fear of eye contact. Really get to the bottom of the problem, you know? I'm tired of feeling like a man because there is no gender. You know, and I'm in my Audi alone listening to my own music, but how can I deal with that? There's no stranger blasting rap or some homeless guy overdosing on fentanyl, waving his dick in my face. That's just not America. That's not the America I grew up in. Freedom is so overrated.
And in Texas, the rainbows are for kids? What? No, that's for fake kids and their junk hanging out, reading softcore porn to children. Come on.
I mean, I only saw 2 penises today. One was mine, and one was my dog's. Nobody's calling me a racist cracker. What a ripoff.
I mean, who can live like that? No honking, no sirens. This is racism.
I've spent 20 years building up my career, my success. Why should I keep that? I should give it to somebody who snuck over the border. Him deserves it. Praise Allah and Allah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I had to.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's absolutely sad. You know, and it's not going to get any better. That's the thing, because there's an entire population of America right now that is under the age of, say, 30 years old that's just fucking stupid. First of all, this move to where nobody needs to own a home. You just go live in an apartment. I'm just going to live in an apartment. Then I can just move wherever I want to move to. Bro, if you don't own land, you ain't shit. Okay? These people are all just kind of wanderers through life, and everything is a hope on a dream on maybe I can get this, maybe I can get that, you know, and they end up fucking milking a fucking system, looking for somebody to take care of them, you know, living in a van.
Down by the river.
Well, I don't think down by the river in Portland, but man, you see these people living in their fucking vehicles, man, and
oh yeah, I mean
like,
I was thinking about that Chris Farley skit. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh yeah, live in a van down by the river, right?
I
so
live
in
a van. But
and then you've got cities like San Francisco. I don't remember who it was that was interviewing this dude, and they were talking about, you know, he moved from Colorado to San Francisco, and he goes, why would I want to stay in Colorado? I come to San Francisco and they'll give me $600 a month. So they're enabling him, you know, and wow.
I mean, a lot of people got to that mentality and everything. And I won't lie. I've looked at some of that stuff and some of the Tiny Life and everything. I'm kind of half-assed Tiny Life, but and it does. It sounds great, and it gives you that freedom where I can travel around. I can go around if you start a YouTube, and and you can vlog and if you can get to that point where you can actually get paid to drive around and check out shit, that's pretty damn. I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, but but yeah,
But the
the
thing
mentality
is
of it,
not
like not
everybody
losing.
can.
Yeah, eventually you can't do that, or eventually, you know, uh, it's what are you going to do? What are you going if you're going to give down to your kids if you got kids, or and I think that's part of the plan is to, for well if you're, it's just like an idiocracy. They're like, you know, well I'm working about my education. I'm worried about my career. I'll get a baby later. And then when they're 45, 50, start trying to have a baby, and then the body's like, hey, what are you doing here, buddy? It's possible, but it's very dangerous, and it could, have troubles and complications, and it might not happen. And then you go through, instead of, doing it, as a normal time frame and stuff like that, and it pushes back. And then like some of these more highly intelligent people, and then you got the ones that aren't as intelligent. They're just dropping babies everywhere. Yeah, everything, but like like the movie did, whatever. But uh, it's one of them things that and it's almost part of that's kind of that thing too. They want more people. They want more people on government handout. They want people doing that. Now we got like for sure we got a socialist there in New York as a mayor. And all he's talking about is giving handouts for every fucking thing. And it's just like there's this generation now, and I mean, and some of them all the way up. There's a lot of boomers all the way down. Each generation is out there too. Oh yeah, this is a great thing. This is not, and it's surprising to me. I've seen a lot of people say this, and I've seen videos and stuff, and it does to me in a way. It's surprising me, like especially the boomer generation and Gen X and stuff like that are sitting here. Well, we've seen Berlin Wall fall down. We've seen USSR fall. We've seen how the points of how what has happened in Cuba. We've seen all this stuff happen over and over again through the world of what happens when you get stuff. You're just giving free handouts and what the government can do and lock you down if you don't want you. But now it's
Hey, the government runs a grocery store, but you're not buying food on days that end with Y.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay, this week only the people that their last name starts with an A gets to have food this week. And it's like, and that's what's coming, and that what could possibly come if they if they really wanted to, and that's what you've seen it over the years. And it still kind of stuff happens like that throughout the world. Like, how can you not? We have it just amazes me because everybody has a TikTok fucking brain now, and they see little clips and they just run with it. And even if it's not true or not, I don't know. To me, it just I always got, I'm like, wait a minute, that don't make fucking sense. Let me look into this, and I got to ask questions. I got to look into it. But if you like, are they not teaching some of this in history? But like I said, I know they taught it in the history with the older generation and my generation, and some of them bitches are dumb too, and they're like, well, this is a good thing, this is a great thing. I'm like, how is it good if you are relying on the government for everything? You are going to have to toe the line, or they're going to cut your shit off when you're not towing the fucking line, guaranteed. They're going to hold it over your fucking head. If you do this, just kind of like, like when you're a kid, hey, if you go clean your room, we'll go to the park. Well, if you don't clean your, when you clean your room, we'll go do the government's going to do the same thing. They're going to hold it over their head and go, boop, boop, boop. Look, here's your food. You better come get this little jabby boo. Let me stick this in here. Don't worry about it. Without it, you can't get this little sack of shit that's poison. I mean, it's wild to think about what, and the people aren't even they're just going along with it. Have to go. Like, what is going on? Why do we have so many people asleep?
You have to understand the first rule. Nothing in life is free.
No.
Everything comes with a cost.
nothing worth anything is for free. Absolutely.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you can get stuff. I was gonna say there's stuff for free, but it ain't worth a shit. You know, when you work hard and you bust your ass and you find stuff and you build it and then you know you know, it's like the kids that you give everything to. Like, here, you can have everything. I bought you everything, everything. They never had to work. They didn't have to clean their fucking room, you know. And then you see them now, they're fucking terrible human beings, you know, because they got everything. They didn't have to earn a damn thing. They feel entitled. They have to have everything. Well, Daddy got me all this, so everybody else should give me all this. You know, it's like,
You know,
welcome to the
sometimes
real world.
I think the electric car fad is for people that never only got one set of batteries for Christmas. You know what I mean? Because like these kids must have had unlimited supply of batteries. Because I only got one set of batteries for Christmas, and I stood right then that my car was going to run out of gas, and I was just going to be fucked. Because Mom wasn't going to go buy me another pack of batteries every time I ran the damn RC car out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I truly believe that these people never had to want.
No, and the thing about it is, like, so many happened in a way, you know, and especially for the ones that, you know, not a struggle when they were a kid, like like our generation, you know, if they struggled as a kid, there's a bunch of them that turn around and go, well, because I struggled, I'm gonna give my kids every fucking thing I can, because you
I'm
know,
my kid's best friend.
yeah, and it's turned into a nightmare because of that. You know, it's like you struggling to that point, it made you the person you are, and you made you, you know, dependent, and made you work hard and go out there and bust your ass. And if you want something, you go get it. You know, but when you give somebody his just hands out, you know, and now I don't know, it's a while. It's going to be a while, few years now, to see, you know, how far it goes. Um, you know, and how quick it falls. 2026 is going to be an interesting year for New York, and how fast and what he's actually able to do and actually implement. But it's going to be interesting to see. And then I did see what was his name? Was it Minnesota? He did not win. The one, the Somalian, they're
Right.
trying to push in. He did not win. So at least, you know, they actually pushed back. But it's I don't know. I've seen a lot of people talking about, like, yeah, they won, you know, they won a few things with this, you know, this thing, but you know, even I seen where Chuck Schumer was sitting there. They asked Chuck Schumer who he voted for, and he wouldn't even tell me. He said he voted. That's all he would say, because
Right.
you know, the Democrat Party is divided on that stuff, and now they're trying to, you know, it's division everywhere, and it's such a fucking show, and such a on all sides. And now you got the Democrats divided. You got the, you know, the Chuck Schumer group and all that, and then you got the AOCs hitting that division on their side. And of course, the right is dividing because of, you know, you see all the crazy stuff going on with, you know, Ben Shapiro and all them.
Fuck, Candace Owens has gone ham, son. So, hey, look, I just want to show you this real quick. So, here, breaking unplanned protests erupt across Washington, D.C. in opposition to Donald Trump. Let me ask you a question. How many unplanned protests do you know where they show up in matching clothing, all have the same printed signs? You know what I mean? And what are we doing with the Palestinian flag out here? You know, what are we mad? Like,
and the funny thing is like they got the Handmaid's Tale, whatever fucking little outfits going on, and they just, you know, they just elected Mandami, and that whole shit could be, you know, that's what they want, kind of thing. You're gonna be you be covering your head up, and you won't be able to do this, you won't be able to do that, or they'll stone you out in the fucking street. Is what you know. Uh, it's crazy. It absolutely for sure is being hijacked. It's getting paid. It's pushing people in. There's no doubt about it. We see it.
Right.
Fucking Alex Soros and all them.
What do you think the end goal is? What's the ultimate goal that they're looking for? Do you think we're looking at some one world order where, a certain entity controls the entire globe?
I still think I'm still in that mind process. Yeah, it could be. It could be still a group, a small group that's pushing this agenda, and they've been doing it for a long time. This has been slowly. We've been in a frog in a hot plate for a long, long time, and they slowly turned this shit up for the last several decades, last 100 years, really.
Right.
And now it's getting to this boiling point. That's like it's they start bringing all these people over. They bringing people over. They allow this to happen. They allow this to happen, and it's allow. I mean, there's a bunch of them. He's got this twisted ass view. The fucking the world is terrible. The world is this. I even got a clip where they're talking about damn even having cats is affects climate fucking change. They got all this bullshit just where they pulled their head out of their ass from about it, and I don't know. They want to turn around and they want population to be smaller. They've been talking about Jane Goodall was talking about that she wanted back 500 years ago. That's a lot of damn people. And that's their goal. And then with the AI and the systems, and they can turn around and they can get rid of a whole bunch of fucking people, and you don't need it. Amazon right now is about to lay off a shit ton of people because they're about to go, more robot pickers and everything.
Well, when you look at, and a lot of people don't understand this, but when you look at these large warehouse companies, Amazon, I'm not going to say so much FedEx, but a lot of these major retailers, that stock their warehouses full of immigrants, bro. Like when I was driving Uber, bro, I'd pull up there and pick 4 or 5 people up from a work site and take them all back to one single apartment. And I'm pretty sure, if story goes, they take 2-bedroom apartments and they put racks in them, so you've got bunk beds in them, and you can put 8 people in a fucking 2-bedroom apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Their employer is paying them. I don't know what they're paying them, but they're hooking them up with transportation and they're helping them with the cost of living. Almost like being on a cruise ship, but they don't feed you 3 times a day. Pay for your housing, pay for your lights.
Mm-hmm.
They bring them over here for 90 days or 180 days at a time, and they rotate out. I don't know, man. When they built all the warehouses in Memphis, they built them up in North Memphis over there, and the whole talk was, hey, we're doing this great thing for the black community. We're going to create black jobs, and we're bringing in all this business and infrastructure to help really boost up the poverty, areas of Memphis. And then what they do, they shipped in a bunch of foreign fucking labor from Central America. I mean,
yeah. And that surely happened. It absolutely happened. It's
you go to let me tell you something. Go to a casino right now. Go to any casino in Tunica or throughout the Mid-South and go look at their housekeeping team. Their entire housekeeping staff is contracted out, and it's a foreign group of people. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. American jobs, man. You know, if I call your company and I talk to a foreigner on the phone, I'm probably going to do my best ability not to do business with your company. You know, it makes me so mad right now when I call a Harris property and I'm sorry, a Caesar's property, and I end up getting some Filipino on the phone that has to transfer me to whomever, you know, and where's that call center located at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, bro.
It's wild. It's wild. Absolutely.
I don't know, bro. So what's this Proposition 50 you were looking at?
Proposition 50 is where California is turned around. Let me pull that back. Let me go back over there. Proposition 50 is where California is going to redistrict their own shit. But hell, here's a video where they got a bunch of Chinese people here in LA in LA don't even know what they're voting on.
No one can answer the question. If a Republican was advocating for Prop 50, none of these people would support it. How is this even legal? If Prop 50 was being pushed by Republicans, would you support it? No, but you're not answering my questions. If Republicans in California were pushing for Prop 50, would you support it?
Republicans in California are not pushing for Prop 50. So your question is nonsensical.
No, it's not. If Republicans, you can't even answer my question. If Republicans,
they would love for Republicans to push Prop 50, but they're not. They're against it. So your question makes no sense.
no, you're not answering it because you know that if Republicans were pushing for Prop 50, you guys would be calling for voter fraud. And honestly, it kind of seems like voter fraud now when you guys are leading a bunch of non-English speakers.
Are against Prop 50. We are for it.
But if the situation was reversed and Republicans wrote Prop 50, would you support it? So are you saying that Democrats are basically having to redistrict to win?
We're fighting back. Thank you. And please vote yes on 50. I hope you.
I mean, I think the fact that I have footage of you guys leading a bunch of Asian Americans to the voting polls. I speak Chinese. None of them know what they're voting for. You don't think that's weird? Is that even legal?
Okay, we're going inside.
Great, but you're still here. So if Republicans were pushing for Prop 50, would you support it? If Republicans introduced Prop 50, would you support it? So when Republicans want to redistrict, you're okay. You're going to support it.
If they support Prop 50 the way that it's.
What if they did it their way?
Can you please go inside? We're over this. We've given you plenty of fucking time. Leave.
Or what? You're silencing press. You're unable to answer questions about a policy that you support and believe in. If you support,
are you going through the security or not?
I'm going to. Truth hurts, doesn't it? Thanks for exposing your corruption. Democrats have to cheat to win in California.
So basically, they're redistricting so they can get more, putting the lines moving around because Texas were redistricting, but the hell they were told to redistrict and move things around. So old Gavin Newsom got butthurt about it, and he was like, well, we need to do it too. We need to redistrict. So they're moving around because plus they've seen all the the voting records from last year. They've seen how red a lot of California was getting, so they're pushing stuff around so they make sure they can keep their control. Texas was told to redistrict. They were told by the judges to redistrict. So it wasn't like they just pulled it out of their ass, say, hey, this is what we're going to do, like California did. And that's what Prop 50 was about. And they got it passed through. So Democrats in California are going to move the lines around and make them do the best they can and make it before they keep control and keep power. But
it's all about that power, bro.
It is all about the power. But that's what Prop 50 is about. It's more theater, I think, still. And at the end of the line, it's all theater. Left wing, right wing, same fucking bird shit. I truly believe now. More and more, I've looked into this last 20-something years, and more I feel deep down in my soul. That's just, it's all circus. Especially when you see them all together, they go to events and they're all
Right.
shaking each other's hand, and they're all buddies, and then they get out there and, we showed that video a while back, a few weeks ago, where Kendi was talking about it. When he was talking about how they're going to have a few play a little theater so they can get it passed through and open the government back up, and they, and they'll play on TV and act like they're mad, and that he's pretty much telling on all of it that that's what happens all the time. It's all fucking circus. It's all damn circus, but no, it's some of it we're screwed on, I think. The switch, get away from the politics bullshit for a little bit. Tired of talking politics. Check this out with old Elon.
The phone will really be an edge node for AI inference, for AI video inference, with some radios to obviously connect to. But essentially you'll have AI on the server side communicating to an AI on your device, formerly known as a phone, and generating real-time video of anything that you could possibly want. And I think that there won't be operating systems, there won't be apps in the future. There won't be operating systems or apps. It'll just be, you've got a device that is there for the screen and audio, and for and to put as much AI on the device as possible, so as to minimize the amount of bandwidth that's needed between your edge node device, formerly known as a phone, and the servers.
So if there's no apps, what will people use? Like, will X still exist? Will they be email platforms, or will you get everything through AI?
You'll get everything through AI.
Everything through AI. What will be the benefit of that, as opposed to having individual apps?
Whatever you can think of, or really whatever the AI can anticipate you might want, it'll show you. That's my prediction for where things end up.
What kind of time frame are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's probably 5 or 6 years, something like that.
So 5 or 6 years, apps are like Blockbuster Video.
Pretty much.
And everything's run through AI.
Yeah, and there'll be most of what people consume in 5 or 6 years, maybe sooner than that, will be just AI generated content. So music, videos.
5 years, that puts it right at 2030. Things that make me go,
The phone will really be.
Get out of here. Stop it. So I don't know. 20, have everything, not have anything. I don't know. It's crazy to think about that. We would go away from, just basically having a device, and they might have something shit, it might get tied all together because they can turn around, they want everybody to wear wearables and shit like that. So maybe they have, just like on their phone, on their wrist, fucking watch and pop up a little screen there and go, boop, here's what you want and here's everything. It's crazy to think that, everything will go, but they already got music and stuff, charting music, AI. They got shows, they got actors or AI, and people are trying to get them in parts and stuff like that. It's
right
because they got a platform, they got a base, they got it's crazy. Yeah, they live. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of cool here. Just scrolled up a little bit. Dude made his own. He couldn't. Insurance wouldn't cover his prosthetic. So hell, he said fuck it. And he made his own.
And then forward is how you open and close it.
It's pretty
So-
neat. But yeah, I don't know. And they got more and more technology. I posted the a video. They got the AI. Shit, I can't even think. Brain just said blooper. Oh yeah, the AI version of the Black Hawk.
Whoa.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they got an AI version of the Black Hawk that's it can hold 10,000 more pounds of stuff. It's pretty wild, and then then we got technologies like this right here, like this right, XBAT, America's new AI powered fire jet. So you got fighter jets, you got helicopters.
Did you see the new jet that is complete AI? That hang on, is it AI? So China has apparently been authorized to sell this new aircraft that they've made globally. There's something in it that's AI, but I don't think it's. I can't remember if it's fully AI or not. But this thing could be coming to a country near you.
It's wild. It's like we're trying to bring in the all the movies that said it's not a good thing. Nobody's listening to nothing.
Right.
Oh, let me show this. This is pretty neat right here. Japan. Check out this chair.
ये भी अपने आप उठाए क्या है ये एक चेयर है और
You can actually walk upstairs and
Yeah, I'm not cool with that, bro.
here's a little chair to walk upstairs for you.
I am A-OK.
Yeah, it's wild some of the stuff. Let me pull all it up. And then talking about having stuff faked. So we're about AI kind of get away. You can tell when it's like an AI video right now. Hell, you can turn around and you talking about catfishing people though. God, dog, you could catfish the fuck out of some people with this. Crazy what potential of then of course they wanted to digitize and tokenize all the damn money. Here's old Larry fucking Fink.
I would say the biggest question from central banks is what is the role of tokenization and digitization? How quickly should they think about digitizing their own currency? What does that mean for the role of the dollar? If every currency digitizes and we have what does that mean for bank payments? What does that mean for the payment companies like MasterCard and Visa? All these are being questioned right now. I think we spend so much time talking about AI. We're not spending enough time talking about how quickly we're going to tokenize every financial asset and the opportunity we're going to have a digital wallet and moving ETFs and other things through a digital wallet. And I think that's going to happen worldwide very rapidly. And I think most countries are ill prepared for that and underappreciate how technology is changing that, not unlike how technology is changing AI and other things. It will be changing the technology around the plumbing of finance.
Everything getting tied into it. Everything.
You feel like they're just setting us up for a big, war of the drones, or, they already talked about one of these drone companies happens to be the same company that put the explosive material inside the beeper system that they used in Israel to knock down all the senior leaders of Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. You know what I mean? That's not a good combination.
Mm-mm. No. I mean, they're setting us up for something big. They can turn around and use it against us. I mean, absolutely. That's their goal. That's their end goal, I think. They can turn around and set all this stuff up. Have all this stuff in, and what happens, everything turns fucking digital. What happens when your power goes out? You ain't got shit. If everything is on your phone, your battery's dead on your phone, if you're supposed to your ID and all that stuff. If we allow digital ID come over here,
right.
Digital, then we have to turn around and your social credit score and your carbon footprint shit, where they're keeping up with all that stuff. How much, which is absolutely ignorant. If you go overlook in China, they polluting more and more every year. Other countries they're just pumping CO2 and whatever.
But we got to change everything. We
got to eat fucking. I think Aldi's is already setting up things where bringing in bugs and stuff. They're gonna have little bug meals and stuff. You can go to Aldi's and get you a little bug tray. Go with your fruit tray and a little cheese tray and get you a bug tray and have good protein. That's like that video we showed a few weeks back. You can't get beef. Gotta get bug. It'll bounce out. Hopefully people wake up, or hell, we might be like Demolition Man. We might be living in sewers eating rat burgers. I don't know. It's gonna be. I know some people already said that. Talked to said they'll be in the sewer eating rat burger before they do all this shit. But some people are going to have families and they got stuff. They got to think about the whole big picture. So they might have to comply just to survive for the kids.
I don't know what kind of future we're fixing to have, bro. Sammy keeps telling me that he knew when he was a little kid that he was going to live to see the end of the world.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't make me very happy because he's already an old guy and he's not got too much time left, which means I ain't got much time left. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You never know. You never know. Let me show this on a positive note. It's kind of cool. Flipped a little scripted a little bit, but because of all the government shutdowns, hell, people are just doing what the fuck they want to do.
Never seen that before.
It's an unusual sight because base jumping in national parks is illegal. Ah! Charles Winstead captured this video while climbing Yosemite's 3,000-foot-high El Capitan, and it's just some of the unlawful behavior he's seen here recently.
car camping, base jumping, drone activities. From what I hear, people are hiking Half Dome without permits.
Even with the federal government shut down, national parks are still wide open, but most of the staff is furloughed, which may embolden thrill seekers.
Wow. Right in the middle of the meadow.
We started seeing people base jumping and not the typical crack of dawn, do it quick and then run away, but middle of the day and just walking off without any concerns.
Here at El Capitan, climbers worry about the danger of drones and base jumpers above them.
I've definitely been climbing and had base jumpers like fly past me.
What's that like?
It's scary. It's like really loud, like incredibly loud.
Robbie Brown didn't see any base jumpers this trip, but he did see emergency services.
They did a rescue the other day. There were some people who got hurt, which is fairly regular.
So those sorts of activities are still going on.
Oh yeah, but people are still rock climbing and having a great season.
The warm fall weather and no admission fees are attracting plenty of visitors, including Yosemite regular Tom Evans, who's been photographing climbers here for decades.
There's nobody manning the gates, so people come in all the time now since it's free. The employees, if they need to run this, they've all been sent away.
The National Park Service told CBS News rangers are still patrolling high-use areas, but their priority is keeping everyone safe and protecting the environment, and now hoping all visitors will be on their best behavior. Carter Evans, CBS News, Yosemite National Park.
So that's a positive of the whole shutdown. You'll do what you want to do, you know. Gonna have fun. Oh, I should say that. Let me share this video real quick. This is crazy. I say on just random, on my random folder. This is crazy. This lady reenacted a scene from Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie, and she's actually flying on the side of this damn plane. She got a little cable holding her. Got one little rope. If she.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. She reenacted the Tom Cruise scene.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Let me tell you what's wild, bro. Stepping out of an airplane at 14,500 feet, 14.6, putting your hand up on the top of the fuselage, climbing out, and just letting the wind hit you in the face while you look around is one of the greatest feelings that you will ever have. You may never have it because I don't know if you've got skydiving in you, but I would love to take you sometime.
Yeah, I ain't never done that before. I don't know. Well,
it's amazing. 208 jumps, homie.
Oh shit, that's a lot.
Yeah. And one broken tailbone. One broken ankle. Bro, I hit a fence once.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, dog.
Yeah.
What did he say? He gonna go jump in the Grand Canyon? Hey, that's what I was just sitting there thinking about it. I wonder, you know, them illegal spots in the Grand Canyon. Can we go there, or there's still the black ops helicopters and shit gonna stop you still now? I wonder. Come back, Mr. Duffy. Mr. Duffy can see he gonna block himself. But yeah, I was just sitting there wondering on that when I seen that video, and I wonder if you can actually get over there. If anybody knows anybody can get over there. I need to put that out there. I got to know somebody's close to there. They can go over there and take a drone or something and see if they can still do it. Be interesting. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the little Shabbat.
Dana talking about the betting scandal.
Yeah. We can go ahead and swing to that.
Did you see the people that came out and said they've been offered money up to $70K?
Yeah, Dana talks about it.
He's like, why the fuck didn't you come say something?
Yeah, exactly. Well, why didn't you say nothing? And of course, it just puts light on a lot of damn shit. You know, John Jones and Ghani fight, maybe. You know, it looked weird as shit. There's been a bunch of fights that look really weird. And you're like, what in the hell? was that. And, there's slight little rumblings of, oh, this could be, it's got to be a fixed fight or blah, blah, blah. But now this is coming out. But we'll let Dana White says. He says that it ain't no 100 fights and it ain't this. And we'll let him talk.
We're with a company called IC360, and they are the best bet monitoring company in the business. They reached out to us and they told us that there was some unusual action going on with that fight. Do we know anything? We didn't. So what we did was we called the fighter and his lawyer and said, what's going on? There's some weird action going on in your bet, weird betting action going on in your fight. Are you injured? Do you owe anybody money? Has anybody approached you to, and the kid said, no, absolutely not. I'm going to kill this guy. And so we said, okay, the fight plays out, and first round finish by rear naked choke. Literally the first thing we did was call the FBI. So we called the FBI. I've met with the FBI twice today. People out there talking, oh, there's hundreds of fights under it. It's total bullshit. So this company, IC360, which is the best bet monitoring company in the business, we've been with them for years. And we get a report after every single fight that we do. So for anybody out there that's clickbait and saying, oh, there's hundreds of fights, it's all bullshit. So when this did happen, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, that investigation is still ongoing, and now will be a part of this investigation too.
Directly talking to Cash Patel, I'm sure you do have a relationship.
Yeah, I talked to him this morning, but then we just had an office full of FBI agents in here. So if you try to do this, I've been very vocal and very open about this. We will be your worst enemy. We will immediately go after you, guns a-blazing, with the FBI and whoever else we need to get. And we will do everything we can to make sure you go to prison. You're seeing things out on the internet where like fighters are coming out and going, oh, I was approached. Really? Why didn't you tell us that? Or more importantly, why didn't you tell law enforcement that you were approached? Now you're saying that you were approached? It's like if somebody comes up and says, hey, I want you to rob a bank. I'm going to rob banks. Want to rob a bank with me? And you don't do it. What, you're not gonna tell law enforcement? They're gonna be approached now by the FBI.
Yeah.
If you were approached, you should have said something.
But I wonder, if that he's saying that, or is he's trying to cover his ass that was a bunch. I mean, we know there's mob money and everything else that would help bring in the Fratelli brothers, and but he could be. I mean, I don't think he would risk this multi-billion-dollar night, especially they're about to get another big-ass fucking check from Paramount. I mean, you're going to risk all that on a few fights, for a few bets?
What movies you getting? Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Not movies. The right. Yeah, I don't think he's involved in it. The Paramount deal is fucking, how many billion?
I forget. Let's see. How big was the UFC Paramount deal? $7.7 billion. That's crazy.
Nuts,
that's not them buying the company. That's them just allowing them to pay the UFC to show their show on there. That's total value of the deal is worth $7.7 billion. 7-year agreement. This is for 7 years. $1.1 billion a year just to, that's not counting the rest of the money they're going to get. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't see them turn around and everything. I don't know. But to go along with UFC, see, did you have Boskowski singing with Jelly Roll.
Dude, that was awesome, man. Yeah, I
With a
saw
company
that.
called IC360.
Yeah, I'm gonna get popped on that, but I had to play it though. Okay,
No, you won't get popped on that.
I shouldn't, but yeah, we are reviewing this. This is for entertainment purposes only. But we hit. That's crazy. Volkowski's I like to hang out with that son gun. That son gun is wild. He crazy. He seems like he'd be a fun fucking dude to hang out with. You know. He's a badass, and then he just has fun too. Enjoying life. Here's another crazy video. It says Gen Z is putting himself in timeout. No phone, no TV, no music, no food, no just silence for 15 minutes. So raw dogging boredom is what they're calling it.
Raw dogging boredom.
So Gen Z is putting himself in timeout.
No electronics, no food, no sound, complete silence.
Yeah. Yeah, we got stuck our nose in the fucking corner. We had to do that all the time. Shoot, a bunch of these kids nowadays probably need to get their ass beat and nose stuck in the corner, and if they pull their nose off, beat their ass again. Make them better people. Yeah, it's wild. And then let me play this video. This girl, pretty funny. Damn earthquake. Watch what she's worried about.
Keep stuff in your face, bro.
Like, hold up. Wait a minute. Forgot.
So fucking stupid. House collapse killed your sister. How did it happen? Well, she kept going back inside.
You gotta eat, man. You gotta get the noodles, man. I was thinking that too. I was like, man, I don't know what's in the other little bowl right there, but I would have grabbed my water too. But yeah. Fuck that earthquake. I'm grabbing my bottle. Man, I just spent $20 on this bowl of ramen. Fuck this. Here's some shit's gonna trigger you, Jamie.
Oh God, I love being triggered.
I have a question. Can you tell me what category of fat I fit in? So it's based on your shirt size. So if you are a 1 or 2X, you are small fat. 3 to 4X, you are mid fat. 5 to 6X, you are super fat. Is based on what level of privilege you have in the world. So someone in a small fat category may not struggle getting on an airplane, but someone in a mid fat or super fat may not be able to use even the airplane extender. So that's where that comes in, and like the privilege levels of like what fat means to different people. I have a question. Can you tell?
You're fat privilege, Jamie. Well, what's your fat privilege level?
Jesus.
These.
You fat bitch.
See, you're just small fat. You're not even mid or super, so you're not very privileged at all.
Like, and then is there like animosity between these women over their label? You know, and I'm bigger, I'm littler, I'm not that big, or I'm not. You mean get the fuck out of here, okay?
But
Like, bro.
it's like you know, it's like the whole hypocrisy of like, hey, everybody's beautiful, blah blah blah, and then when you compare somebody to one of these people, you know, uh, and all of a sudden they're mad at you. Like, well, I thought everybody was beautiful and everybody looked, you know, why are you getting mad? Because I compared you.
Right. Right. You know. Oh my God, people are fucking. I think it's an attention thing. You know what I mean? Like um I truly think these people are just looking for attention.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, guaranteed. That's just. I agree. It's just attention seeking um,
And
individual.
then the amount of guys that have fetishes or fantasies about these women, you know, banging a big girl, blow their fucking egos up, which give them even more of a platform to be just assholes, you know, like.
I seen a comedian talk about that a while back. It was talking about that. You know, it used to be like, you know, if you, uh, you know, you used to have you had a bigger girl, whatever. They usually sweet and they were kind and they were, you know, they had a good personality. And now, you know, like, you know, they don't even have that. You know, it's just because people think, you know, it just puts a different perspective. You know, and it's wild. You know, and then you got that going on, and you got the people that, well, you get this false narrative of um, how they're supposed to look, and they're like, look at this social, you know, media influencer, look how they look. I should be able to look. I don't look as good as they do, and it's all fucking filters and angles, and you know, you can make a camera do all kinds of shit. You know,
Right.
not even just filters. You just hit somebody with just the right angle and just the right you know, a very degree here and there, and you can make somebody look like don't even look like the same person. Absolutely. Then you zoom out, and they look like a totally different damn person.
Filters, bro. They got some strange filters. Did you see the filter that made Coach Hall look like he was 6 foot tall, stretch his legs out like?
I saw that. I saw that on the. I saw that on that. I was like, what? Wait a minute. What's up with this? Yeah, I seen that. That made me laugh. He's trying.
I love that dude, man. He's so funny. You know, as I've really got to know him over the last few years, man, he freaking makes me laugh. Oh, he makes me laugh, bro. He's so funny. And the way he hounds these young kids, man, and he'll say something to him, then he'll come back over to me and he's like, you know, blah 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 did blah blah blah, you know, and I'm like, why are you telling me? I'm like, I am just a jujitsu practitioner as well, you know. I'm just his ear to these young kids.
Yeah. You gotta
He
go.
brought up the other day that I am older than him too. I was very upset about that.
Yeah, not by much. He's not a spring chicken no more either.
I'm just old and crippled. Old and crippled, bruh.
I feel you on that. I feel that way sometimes. I felt like the way I get out of my car after driving for fucking 10 hours, man. Yeah, we drove for what time did we go? We drove about 400 miles and then stopped and got out. Had to get gas. I was hurting so bad.
No good, man. I was down for a couple days as well, dude. Fucking old age and the rain and cool weather. Bro. Bro, listen. And then, so when me and Whitney went to that dirty boxing fight last week, on a whim, I look at her at 2 in the afternoon. I'm like, hey, you want to go to Nashville? So we went to Nashville. Fun time. But the hotel that we stayed at was uphill both ways from Broadway and the venue. And
Oh
coming
hell.
back from Broadway after I was already tired and already climbed one hill and it was an even steeper hill, Ricky Pike, I thought I was going to die, cousin. And she's like, we can get an Uber. I'm like, no, we're half a mile. I'm hiking this shit. So thank God I wore my running shoes. And
I bet. Yeah, I know some hills downtown. You can get mess around down there. They're pretty rough. Get downtown. Yeah, I usually walk. I ain't where 2-3 blocks, whatever I gotta do. I'm just glad the with Dylan's fight, it was there at the venue. Which that casino was cool. That casino had the nicest fitness gym I've ever seen in a hotel. And I've been at all kinds of hotels all across in Indianapolis and all over the place for work and Hiltons and all that kind of shit. And they had the nicest gym, like most stuff, having the most stuff in there,
right,
and their space and everything. It was kind of neat on the thing though. You had a touch screen. You had to scan your card and you told it what floor you went to, and when you got it told you what elevator to get on, and it took you there. That was so you couldn't fuck around. But all you had to do is get back off and then click on whatever button you want to, and then go back down to wherever you want to. But the initial you had to do exactly what you wanted, and it's pretty neat.
yeah, they got some cool stuff over there, man. Technology. I'm sure it's all watching you too.
Oh yeah. Casinos and all that got cameras fucking everywhere, and security, and man, them bastards. I never got carded for some reason. I don't understand why.
That's all that gray hair, Ricky Pike.
I mean, shave my beard off here too. I knew if I had that for sure, but I shaved my beard off. So, yeah, it's still. They didn't even they kind of looked over at me. Wouldn't worry about me. Have a good day. Spend some money. Poor
Spend
Dylan.
some money, right?
Poor Dylan. Every time he walked through there, he pulled out his ID every time he just got near that damn thing. He'd have to,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every
He's
time
gonna
he
get
come
carded.
in, like,
He looks like he's 12 years old, bro. Like
Yeah.
he looks like a little kid.
Yeah, every time he turned around, we came back in. We had my tote and stuff, and my toolbox for all my hand wrapping and shit. And
I gotta see that. Gotta look in that.
Oh, they didn't even fuck with that. They weren't worried about that shit. They just put a little fucking band on it, like, all right, go ahead. But they're like, Dylan, you get in this line over here, so you gotta get checked in. I was like, damn, you gotta check your ID. So we had to stand there and wait on him to get check ID, but
Yeah, it's an adventure over there, man. On one hand, I think I want to go back over there, but I've already made up the decision that if I'm going to go back into the gaming industry, I'm going west, bro. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to go be near my dad, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I've got Indeed pulled up now, looking at different jobs here. Constantly checking my email. They send me these. I get an update every day of all the positions in Vegas, and I'm like, let me find the right one. Let me find the right one. Hasta luego, Memphis. I'm out of here.
I get sent shit
Deuces.
all the time, Tom. I get shit I sent all the time on Indeed, like, hey, we can do this, blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't work with my schedule.
Bro, right. And that's the thing that I'm questioning is if I go back, like I'm gonna have to get a hell of an offer. I'm applying for some director level positions.
Yeah. I had some pretty crazy offers come up, because of my 18 years of what I've done, and
Right.
but I'm like, and then you look at it, and I just kind of glance. Some of them I glanced at, some I'm like, man, I don't even look at it because
my freedom
much.
and the time that I have available doing what I do right now is
I'd rather
it's very important.
I'd rather eat, I'd rather eat ramen noodles and than worry about, having all my time taken up because
Right.
be able to do stuff and do what I want to do. Like this last weekend, I drove up to Milwaukee. For a fighter, and then I'm going to Bowling Green in the weekend of the 22nd. I'll be able to do that without being like this. Like no, I missed a few fights because before when I was working all the time. Yeah, this is more important to me.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's beautiful.
And life's too short doing what you're not happy with, and shit. Everything's I got all my stuff paid for anyway, so. And this upcoming light bill, man, I got a big light bill coming up this month on my property. $59.
There you go.
Doggone is a big one. So, yeah, I'm not. I'll be all right. Got some things working out. Maybe next year will be some interesting stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Like if you could go live anywhere in the U.S., where would you want to go live?
Man, I change my mind all the time. I kind of tour and everything. I want to have enough money where I can try go poof poof poof. I mean, I wouldn't mind just the travel life if I could. If I didn't have a gym, if I didn't have the gym where I and had that responsibility and everything like that, hell, I swear I'd probably do van life and go float around and go travel to gym and train with different people and and live the life. That'd be kind of cool. But
that's our plan this winter, man.
I like to. I wouldn't mind. I thought about it. I thought about down there like Biloxi and stuff like that, but I really don't want to fuck with like hurricanes and shit like that. But I like the area around there. The people are really cool. I wouldn't mind out there in Gatlinburg, out there in the Smoky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, have a cabin or something like that out there. That'd be kind of cool. I like to, visit out there in Utah and stuff like that. Check that stuff out, but I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling soul, I guess. I traveled. I've been, let's see, I've been 26, 27, I don't know, somewhere around there, states, 3 different countries. I've been to Hawaii, been to Guam, been to Canada, been to Mexico. I don't know. I like traveling. I like being home too. I like having my home time, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as I get older, and if family passes on or something like that. Maybe I might for sure.
Well, that's definitely why I'm trying to get to Vegas. My dad's only got so many years left, man, and my mom passed, so why not go out there and put some time in with my pop.
Oh yeah. Now that's I moved to North Dakota back in 06, 08. And
wow.
And back in 08, and I came back. I was like, kind of like my family's down here, and my mom was freaking out. I ain't never gonna be able to see you again, blah blah blah. And, it's only a 17-hour drive, Mom. No big deal. Come on up here. But I was like, come on back. Plus, I wasn't too thrilled about thinking about them winters up there either. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's kept me out of there, man. I've looked at Deadwood a couple times, and I want to go do it, go spend a year up there, but man,
Just go during summer.
just go during the summer. Well, that's my
In
ice cream
August,
money, bro.
it I know. In August is nice though. It's like I remember they were burning up and it was 70 something degrees or like 72 degrees. And they're like, it's hot. I'm like, it's fucking great, you know.
Right.
The only thing I'm mad about is, and I didn't think about it until I got home, and I would have made the trip. It wouldn't have added that much time when I came back, because I should have drove through South Dakota to come back, and I could have seen, you know, Mount Rushmore and all that down there, and
right,
and Crazy Horse, that non-ending sculpture in the mountain. They're steadily still working on that. I like to. I wish I could have seen that. You know, I don't know when I'll ever get back up that way. Who knows? Might have a person fight up that way. Hell, you never know. It's probably what it'll take me to get back up there, I imagine. But it had to be somebody fighting. Why they'd be fighting in South fucking Dakota, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But you know, that's usually what's going to been getting me moving around a little bit and checking stuff out. And you know, I've been lucky. I got the corner bare knuckle and BYB and MMA and kickboxing, boxing. 12, 13 different states so far now.
Right. What do you think about that dirty boxing, man?
I look pretty cool. I like that. That one guy looked like he didn't know the rules.
Right, when he went down and
he
dude
went down
still
at his
whacked him in
knee
the
and he
face.
sat there for a second. Yeah, he didn't know the rules, or he forgot. He got rocked a little bit and forgot the rules. He might have, but yeah, you could tell he's took a knee to recover a little bit, and he got freaking just hammered.
Right.
But you know, one of them things you got to know if you're going to go into a new type of fight, and you got to know. You know, it's pretty neat. You know, you got 5 seconds to finish somebody, or then they'll stand it back up. It looked pretty cool. Like I said, it was really professional and everything, what it looked like.
Yeah, they put some money into it, man. I definitely dig it. The format, like the rule set, is fucking awesome. Like spinning back fist, elbows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I dig it. You know, I dig it.
Just basically no takedowns, really. You know.
Right. Right.
You can knock them down. You can get on top of them and ground and pound them.
Right. Yeah, I like the ground and pound. Knock them down, beat their head in. 5 seconds, referee ends it. You know. Seemed fun.
It looked like it. It looked like it was a pretty cool show. That was pretty cool looking. I followed their channels and everything, so we'll see how it goes.
Dude, their social media team is on point. Okay. Like, they are dropping videos like you would not believe constantly, you know.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you gotta do. You know, you gotta keep pushing stuff out, and like, you know, I've been trying to do that. I've gotten a bunch more. I got to record. I might do that tomorrow. Record a bunch more shorts, get back ahead, and because I'm trying to put more of those out, and then actually use the shorts with the Riverside.
Right.
Which Riverside, it's got it now where will give you like, okay, you know, it makes you your own shorts. It makes up some for you. Like here's your bunch you can pick from, and then it'll give you numbers on it, kind of like it'll give you a rating. So if it would be a good video or not a good video. So if it's a 90 or 99 or 95, you know, it'll be a good video to post. And then got some like 70. I'm like, yeah. So that's where, you know, some of the video. I posted one today on the Facebook. I think I tagged you in it. I was trying to tag you in it. It should have tagged you in it. Freebird. I'm not singing Freebird today.
I don't see anything from you today.
It'd been through the page. It wouldn't be like me personally. It'd be through the
right tagged in. Right, bro. I've started
Which is
getting
Facebook is stupid. Like it sometimes I'll turn around and I can see shit automatically. Oh man, here we go. And then sometimes I go along, and then all of a sudden I'm go, oh, I got tagged in something. I click on it, and I got 6 fucking other tags. Like, what did this all this shit come from?
I didn't even see the
fucking Facebook.
Like it'll take out. I'll get a post tomorrow that I received today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
and you get fussed at, like, you didn't see that? Well, I'm like,
right.
You didn't see shit. It didn't tell me nothing. It's just random how it tells you, and then the next day, 2 days later, it'll tell you fucking everything. As soon as somebody posts something on you or whatever, you're like, oh, it's automatic. It's like, why can't this bitch be consistent?
Because it just ain't, bro.
Yeah.
Well, cousin, I got to kick it, man. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. I got ice cream tomorrow morning. I thought I was done Tuesday. I'm not.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got 3 or 4 more days of this.
Yeah, it's going to be 70s this week. So next week, I wouldn't be selling too much. But this week, you might be able to do a little bit. But, yeah, shout out everything, man, real quick before you go.
Man, Adaptability Home Services. Check them out online. We appreciate you guys. Give us a follow. I'd like some business, please. I got people that want to go to work. I just need homes to stick them in. Yeah. What else we got? Up on my social media handle right now, up on Facebook, I got some T-shirts and mugs for sale with the Crippled Itsu logo. Me and Whitney are getting ready to take off. Hopefully, in the next couple. Man, look, she's going to the doctor next week. We're gonna find out if she got to have surgery again. I mean, I know she's gonna have to have surgery. Just don't know how invasive it is. But hopefully, by the middle of December or January, we're on the road and trekking across Tennessee, trying to go to different martial art gyms across the land and talk about the adaptive martial arts for everyone program and try to get people signed up for it. Our goal is to get gyms to offer 1 class a month to people with disabilities, man. People with limited mobility. That way they can come in, get down on the mat, and try to work something out to give these people some stretches and just some movement in their body. She gonna be working hard on that. She's got a book for sale, Wit and Wheels. Find it on Amazon. I wish I had this stuff pulled up already, but I don't. It's been a day, brother. Well, we're still alive in the South.
That's it. We're still shitting and kicking, and
New York ain't fucked that up for us yet.
No, we might have some new neighbors pretty soon, though.
Bro, listen.
Tennessee, I seen the governor in Tennessee is like, hey, come on down here. We got no income tax. We don't have this. We got lower.
Why? So these retards can come down here and vote the same fucking way?
I have a video that I didn't even show. The lady was talking about that. Let me show that to you real quick. We'll swing back on that note. But yeah, this lady said that exact same thing. Like, no, they just want, the government just wants the money, wants the infrastructure, want the people, businesses. But yeah, that's what.
This is a PSA from all of us in red states. If you are moving out of a blue state to a red one, do not come here and vote the very shit that drove you out. If you are leaving a blue state because the cost of living is too high, because quality of life, because it's now too dangerous, have some self-awareness and recognition that you are moving to a red state and do not vote the exact thing that drove you out of the blue state. Please, we beg you. And yes, I am talking to you, New York, who is about to run out of New York City because of Mom Donnie. And they are running to red states. Don't vote the shit in. We don't want it. We don't want it. U-Haul growth states of 2024 are the top 5 states that people are moving to: South Carolina, Texas, North Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee. What do they all have in common? They're red, okay? U-Haul bottom states that people are moving out of: Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and California. What do they all have in common? They've been ruined by woke liberal ideologies. So please, to not vote the same way you did if you are moving to a red state.
There it is. There it is. But you know they're going to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they gotta, it's they gotta bring their thought. It's just like in a small say, like out there in like Fayette County and stuff like that, and all those people moved out there, and we gotta have we gotta have, like, y'all moved out here for small town living. Why are you trying to, change all this shit? Isn't that the reason you moved out here?
Brother, idiots, man. Like,
it's stupid.
People are just dumb. People are
They
just
are.
dumb.
They want to do the same thing, and well, it'll be different now because we're a different place. No, you do the same shit over and over again.
Because you're stupid.
Absolutely.
Because you're stupid.
Stupid fucking. If you're going to do the same thing, is over and over again and think change is just ignorant. It'll never fucking change. You do the same shit over and over again. You got to make change.
That's what
You got to
happened
do
in
something
Nashville.
different.
All these liberals moved to Nashville. Now Nashville's all, going down the shit rail.
No, I'll bet. It's you gotta. I mean, I don't blame them. That would come down here, and no income tax. That's
right. Oh, it's appealing.
That's a very appealing. I hate to have it here. I just sent them state of Mississippi not too long ago a big old fucking wad of damn money because they. Yeah.
Hi, Ricky. Time to pay for your house that you own.
Yeah. Well, they're right. you didn't pay enough in last year. You need to pay you more. No. And then I finally was like, we're going to go collections. We're going to do them. I'm like, fuck it. Let me pay it. I don't want to pay y'all, but it is what it is. Yeah.
All right, cousin. Well, have a good night, man. Let me get on this ice cream train for tomorrow. We'll see you soon.
All right. Have fun. Be safe.
Carry that strap, baby. It's Memphis.
Boom, boom. Yeah. I don't know. Crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy world we live in right now. What have we not talked about? No, I seen. Let me play it. Let me share this video right here before I turn it on and not have nobody do that kind of silly shit, which I do sometimes. Now, Elon wants to put quantum computing on the moon, so for damn that music. You can turn around and actually be able to, because the temperature stays like negative 200 constantly. And all the expenses and stuff actually, but and like, how would it get back over here kind of thing? I don't know. It's more sci-fi stuff right there. This one here is kind of neat.
Buddies, Jesse Michaels. I don't know if you know.
I heard of him.
Yeah. So he's an awesome guy, super smart entrepreneur, tech guy. He's got a YouTube and a podcast now, and he's working on these tridactyls. Have you gone?
Tridactyls. No,
have you
I
gone
haven't
in these
explored that.
Peruvian mummies?
No.
Have you gone down this
That
rabbit
sounds
hole?
Interesting though.
You got to go down this rabbit hole.
Peruvian mummies. So mummies actually existed back then.
Yeah. So there are these mummified bodies, right? That I think it's like tridactyls.org or something. You can find it. It's very easy to find. And so like Jesse called me, right, and said, hey, have you seen this tridactyl thing? And it's basically, there are these humanoid figures that have been found in Peru. And there's a little bit of controversy and craziness around it, but there are these humanoid figures that have like, 3 fingers versus versus like having what we have.
Yeah.
They're shorter. I mean, they look straight out of something out of like Close Encounters of that's exactly what they look like, right? And so it's crazy. So there's all kinds of like conspiracies around it and whatnot, which is interesting. But, Jesse called me. He's like, man, I've done a lot of research on this. I spent a lot of time and a lot of money. We've done MRI studies. We've done all this stuff. It's like, and this is Jesse speaking. He's like, I believe they're real. And I was like, well, yeah, like Jesse's a smart dude, right? And like I know him pretty well. And so I was like, well, look, it's ancient DNA because they think they're about 10,000 years old if they're real, right? I don't know if they're real. I can't claim that because I haven't seen the data. And I said, well, look, if you can get the right permits to export them to us, we'll totally like sequence them, right? And so this goes back to that pop culture thing. It's like some people would be like, oh no, that's controversial, or that sounds like aliens and weird. Like that, like you're a science company. Why would you do that? But I just believe that we don't know everything, right? And we learn new stuff every single day. And so I told Jesse, I was like, look, we have an ancient DNA lab. We arguably have the #1 computational biology lab in the entire world. And so if you can get us the samples and bring them in the right way, because that's another issue with samples, right? You need to go through the right chain of custody. You got to make sure that you have government support on both sides. Right. And if you can get that government support from the Peruvian government, because there's been some controversy around this where they don't, not everyone that's taking samples out of Peru had that permission. Yeah. So as long as we have permission from the government, people want us to do it. Sure, I'll go run it on our state. We have the top ancient DNA because, one situation is it's something crazy. Another situation is it's fake. Another situation is it's some weird mutation around a population of humans. But no matter what, that's still interesting, and it's minimal work for us to do. Yeah. So I'm a big believer in just looking at all that. Like we get all kinds of crazy stuff. We and I shouldn't say it crazy, but I mean I'd probably say weekly we get like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti emails. It's like I've got this sample. Can you sample it? Yeah. We can't sample all of it, but it's something like Jesse calls us
credible.
Yeah, it's a credible source of like we neither know them or it's had some level of scientific rigor. We do it, so that's probably like a fraction of 1% of what we do. But that kind of goes back to just like we're pretty open-minded at Colossal. We try to, and we take a different approach to all the sciences.
Respect, honestly.
It's interesting to think, they could actually turn around and do that. To me, it is. They turn around and see, because so many people are like, these things are fake, those are fake, but they're actually going to see what the hell they are, And they're the ones that actually brought the dire wolves back, and with the DNA sequences and stuff like that. So that was kind of neat. Weird stuff. But I'm going to go ahead. Feel good stuff. We gotta do some feel good stuff. Look at that damn cat.
A děťa toast. Kire keça toast. A toast?
Says it's a Norwegian forest cat. It's from Northern Europe. It's one of the oldest and is also believed to have been brought to Norway by the Vikings. That was kind of cool. I never seen one of them Norwegian forest cats. We need to get some Norwegian forest cats over here. And another big kitty. Just a big lap kitty. I like a damn chainsaw though. What was it? They got a. I see y'all talking in the chat on the Rumble at that Sage. They had They actually have a damn machine that you can put on the back, and it like you can walk around, and it just pours it. You know, you could do your whole damn yard and everything. You can walk around. It was on what's the name of that damn show? Let's see if I can look it up real quick. It was a Bigfoot show I seen a long time ago. The Alaskan Killer Bigfoot, and at one of the last things they did was they saged the place, but it was crazy. They had these backpack things on they could sage. So, yeah. With the kitty decides a big old chunk of a kitty. She's trying to jump like the puppy, get attention. Big old chunk. This is cute. Little two-faced calico. Little stretch in the morning. Then they're around us.
Hey, come here, little puppy.
Calling this damn coyote a puppy.
Come here, puppy. Come here. Can I see you? Hi, puppy. Can I pet you? Oh, that's a good puppy. Oh, you're pretty. It's cold out here. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come inside? I'll make us some tacos. Whoa! Spicy puppy. I bet you're going to like some tacos. You want soft or hard tacos? Let's go make tacos. Come on. Ouch, biting little. Guess what? You fell down. You fell down in the snow. You fell down. You're my new puppy.
Stop it, white people. White people, stop it. As little Shirley's boy says.
Oh, and wrinkled nose? Are you an old puppy? You got a wrinkled nose? Huh? Are you an old puppy? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, you're a quick puppy. You like this snow, don't you? Come on, puppy. Let's go to the house.
Go make some tacos. I've shared this video before, but I like it. Crazy dogs. See, I'm a kitty. I'm a kitty. Crazy, crazy. Oh. This is pretty cool.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Hold on a minute. Hold a minute. Hey, I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. Look, there you go. Oh.
Bottle feeding them poor little deer. Hungry little fuckers.
Get it, girls.
And drain them bottles fast. How about this? Will you?
Yes! 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 I'm wall-to-wall raccoons. You ready? Let's go. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. You know, there's got to be 30 raccoons at least. I don't know where they all come from. Oh my God. Yeah, they all love me because I got the food. Yeah, and I got Buddy hanging off me. Yeah. Here you go. Ready? Here you go. There you go.
He been feeding them a lot. There's some big fat son of guns. This 37-year-old pelican comes in here because they feed them fish. That's an old. I don't know how long they live, I wonder. But he just walks in like, "Help, I own the place, buddies." Big old sucker. And this one's pretty cool. Look at this owl.
Yay!
Sleepy owl. Slowly, slowly. Do, 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 do. Boop. There you go. And these falcons. This is pretty cool, I thought. That little baby falcon didn't know what the hell that was. Damn butterfly. And this is let me blow this video up. There's a sweet one here. Thanks, Sweet Sapedia. Huh. I guess that one's a really old one then. The average pelican's lifespan is 15 to 25 years. That's pretty neat. Stray dog walks up. Turn that music off. They're going to pop me on it. I had to delete the sound or something. There's always some big yes. And YouTube's a pain in the ass on that stuff. Yeah, what it says here is adopt, don't shop, for sure. There's lots of dogs at the shelters, full-blooded with papers dogs in the shelters. If you get a chance, you want a pet, go to a shelter. Guarantee they'll have what you want. This one here is pretty cool. He's kids being kids. I like that.
I'm Justin. I'm Joe. I'm Isaac, and we're the Adventure Boys. And today we're riding longboards. We're going to go to Dairy Queen and eat, and then we're going to go to the creek and go fishing. All right, guys. Isaac got a flamethrower. Me and Joe are going to share this bacon, ranch, and cheese. And we got cheese curds. And I got one shake, and I got a drink. Guys, we made it. Our spot is like really, really deep right now. And we're going to go up to that spot over there and jump off a tree. I can literally die. I can literally die. Cindy! Oh no, Isaac's trapped. No. Oh my gosh, guys. Isaac's trapped. Oh my God. It's so deep. They're about to jump off of a tree. Go, Joe. Justin's turn.
That's pretty cool. No tablets in sight. Oh, I should have played this one for Jamie. He would get a good laugh at this. I thought it was just funny.
What is the most disgusting secret you're hiding? This bloke's gone next level here. My wife went out drinking with her friends and got shit-faced. I had to struggle to get her inside. She was blackout drunk, crying, puking. It was a nightmare and not the first time she'd done it. After putting her to bed, I went out to the driveway and shit next to her car door and told her she did it.
So then she cleaned up his shit.
So he's gone with that. Also told her that our neighbour saw her do it. She found it going to work the next day. She has not gone out drinking since, and this was 4 years ago. She does drink it all. She's one and done.
Win for the boys.
That's pretty full on, isn't it?
That is fantastic. Never felt so good.
That is commitment to the cause.
That is fantastic.
What is the most disgusting secret?
2 owl videos in one night. It's kind of cool.
Owls have strong talons. This fellow here was eating my chickens. I'm not gonna hurt him. I just had to grab him to get him out of this chicken house. And I can't get my finger out of these talons. This is fucking nuts. Ow, the sharp talons are quite sharp. Oh, I got him. Ooh. Oh my God, he got me. I wish we could be friends. You're fucking cool. I don't want you eating my birds, however, sir. Look at this amazing fucking owl. Now, what you don't want is you don't want that beak getting on you. If those talons are that strong, I can only imagine what the beak is like. Okay. This isn't allowed, sir. This is not permissible. Now, fly, Mordecai, fly! And off he goes.
To come back later. You might not, though. Let me get out of here. Pause it. Oh, it's AI generated. I don't care if it's AI generated or not. Because them damn possums will do that shit. Oh, yeah, let me pull this one up. Y'all like this one. Especially. Look at that. The Roadrunner and Riley. His little feet, just like the cartoon. Little Roadrunner getting it. This is my childhood come to life. Check out these people's decorations here. Let me pull back. Got a cow being abducted by a UFO. UFO crash. Got a shadow in the damn way. I'm sure she's in the camera, or at least her tail. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This one here is kind of inspirational. Let me read the stats here at the beginning. Yeah, Wally, after 60 years. Hell yeah. 2017 retired Marine Staff Sergeant Jose Sanchez, who lost part of his left leg, toenails, and Afghanistan ran the entire Boston Marathon carrying American flags. So that's pretty cool.
From Boston, this is a retired Marine Staff Sergeant Jose Luis Sanchez, who lost the lower part of his left leg serving in Afghanistan, completes the Boston Marathon, carried the American flag the entire race, finishing in 5:46:13, raising money for soldiers wounded in combat. The flag he's got with him, sent to him by his patrol unit, had inspirational messages written to him as he recovered in the hospital. Truly and sincerely spectacular stuff there. From Boston,
Let's see what it is here. Is it? Oh. It's just showing different saved stuff. Damn. I don't know why you gotta have contents on this. Okay. Little groundhog the raccoon.
I died every day.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Guys cutting the horse's hair. Or a girl. A person. It's a good horse though, being just calm and that's pretty cool. Little horsies and stuff. Yep, I got Shadow in the video now. Me and Shadow. Yeah, we got the Shadow in the video now. I had to lower the camera down a little bit, but I have to lower that much. Show my wall a little bit. There we go. There we go. Me and the Shadow. Me and my shadow. But yeah, I appreciate I see you talking about having cats inside. Yeah, I had a bunch of kitties out when I had my land out there in the country, and I had barn kitties running around, and I lost all of them. Sad. I had one little one. I called her Wheezy. She had some kind of defect or something. My mom held on to it. I had to go out of town for a week, and Mom watched her, and she passed away while Mom had her. And man, it tore Mom up. See, I killed your baby. I'm like, oh, she must have been sick, Mom. But he was a real sweet little kitten. You gonna lay down, Shadow? Okay. But yeah, I appreciate everybody popping on in here. I hope y'all enjoyed everything, or mine and Jamie's rambling, and for sure, try to stay positive in all this chaos. I'll get you some food and water, though. Stock up on some shit, though. You might need it, for sure. Check out all the links in the description. I got lots of links in the description, so you can check out the merch. Check out some sponsors, quotation marks sponsors. Like Jamie's and Whitney's stuff, and then the new fight promotions in there, and the links for when that I'm gonna be part of doing the commentating for. So that's in the link and stuff like that. So yeah, check all that out. It's gonna be that's gonna be fun next year. Check out make sure if you're especially on the YouTube side, make sure you check out the shorts and stuff that pops out. I got lots of shorts. Might need to put them on Rumble too. I don't know, but we'll see. Algorithm it's got a show going on right now. A good friend of the show, and so especially for the Rumble folks, and if you're on YouTube and want to pop over to Rumble and say hi too, I know we'll get some links going. Let me drop. Sweets will get me a link there. I appreciate y'all. I'm sure she will. If she would, drop a link for Algorithms show. We can pop over there, and I don't know how to do the raid part. I've seen somebody do that. You can put shorts on there, but they got but I've never really got a whole lot of views, so I don't. But you can put them over there and stuff like that. So I don't know. I might just put them on there just to see, for the ones that sit there and only on Rumble, so they don't missing out on part of the content. Because there's lots of cool stuff I put on there. I think they're cool. Yeah. Everybody's that listen to them and enjoying them. Like the last big one I had, shortest war in history was 38 minutes long. I had one about the autonomous Black Hawk helicopter. Let's see, the George Washington Zeus statue. That's in the Smithsonian now. I had one on that. Operation Snow White, some stuff on that. Just different stuff. And then, of course, I do shorts that comes from the show and everything. So every Friday and every Monday, I got them popping out, and then I'll pop other ones later on. So appreciate your tweets on the algorithm. Mike's a good dude, and he's got some good sense to him. So y'all, if y'all can, y'all pop over there and say hi to him. Tell him I sent you. Yeah, I don't care about that, but much love to y'all. I really do appreciate y'all coming back every week, and we'll keep on trying to grow and grow this platform and see where we can take it. I got some ideas on growing and different things, so we're working on it. I got a few things I got to take care of, and we'll see how it goes. But 2026, I swear, I'm gonna do my best to do big things on everything with my gym and with fighters. I got on that side of things, and then with the podcast, and keep it growing and everything. So much love to all y'all, and as always, y'all keep on keeping on in the peace and chicken grease. Okay. and me do the outro. I almost forgot the outro. So let's pop the outro on here, and y'all enjoy the song. Everybody seems to like it so far, so much love, y'all. Maybe it'd help if I hit play.
Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother, no more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. Don't want a spy chip in me. Everybody, I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. It's all about liberty.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.